My name is Ashank Rajendran. I'm from Bangalore and I'm currently working as a game developer for a company called Bold.io. So, I didn't formally study game development. My bachelor's degree was in electronics and communications engineering, but I had been studying it on the side since the first year of college. And I decided that this is something I want to pursue as my career because it's something that I'm very passionate about. So, as soon as I graduated, I decided to take up a job in the industry. I applied for 4 different universities, out of which 3 of them I got the admit for. And the university that I'm going to, which is my top preference, is Rochester Institute of Technology. So the reason I wanted to study abroad is because for my area of interest, game design and development, there are not that many opportunities in India, and the bulk of the industry is concentrated in the USA. So I wanted to get that experience of studying abroad in the USA and learning from people who have had experience in the industry and making connections with other people who have the same interest, who also want to get into the industry. So that's why I wanted to go to the US, and thanks to Maven, I managed to get into one of the best universities, my top preference, and I'm very happy about that. I heard about Maven through a mutual family friend, and we found out that it's actually very close by to where we live. It's just a 10-minute walk. So we decided we'll just come down here and see how it is. And we were very impressed by, after talking to Rajshekhar, because he already knew about the universities that I was interested in, and he had a lot of information before we even met him. As compared to the other counselors, they said that they'll check on it and then get back to us. But Rajshekhar had the information ready on hand, so we were very impressed by that, and we thought we'll go ahead with Maven. So for my application process, I had already written GRE and IELTS, so I did not need to go through that again. But for the full application process, it had been very helpful. Maven, wrote all my SOPs and LORs for me, which saved me a lot of time, because since I'm already working, I don't really have much time on hand to, come up with multiple drafts of the same letters over and over again. They set up all my accounts, university accounts, to create the applications. Even for the visa process, they assisted in setting up the account, getting everything ready. So they made sure everything is as smooth as possible, and I don't have to do that much work compared to if I was doing it on my own. So that saved a lot of time and effort and headache, honestly. Okay, so my counselor was Aditi. She's been very helpful in the whole process. She's always ready to answer my doubts and queries, and she always responds in a timely manner, which I appreciate a lot, because I'm very busy, as I mentioned, and sometimes I find out some doubts that I have only at the last minute, but luckily Aditi is always there to clarify them. She got all my accounts set up. She helped with the LOR, SOP. So yeah, I would definitely recommend. So I was very surprised by the mock interview, because whatever preparation I had tried to do on my own from online sources is very different from what Rajshekhar said, because the minute I started spouting those generic answers that you get online, he said that this is actually what the visa officers do not want to hear. They need very different answers from what I had expected. So that is made me a bit more aware. So I'll definitely prepare properly now. It's given me a bit of a wake-up call. So that's and yeah, there are a few points that Rajshekhar mentioned that I was not that prepared on. So now I know where to focus. So that's good. For the application process, if you are currently, in your last year of college, or if you're working, then you don't have a lot of time on your hand. I actually wanted to apply for my master's directly after college, but things got very, very hectic, and then I decided, if I'm not going to prepare well for it, then I might as well work for a few years and then apply later on. So I would suggest that definitely go with a consultancy service that will make the process very smooth, very seamless for you, because you tend to underestimate how much work actually goes into the application process, because it's always just one form after another form after another form. Every time you think you're done, you find out there's another process to go through or another procedure to take care of. So if you're going through a consultancy, and I would definitely recommend Maven, that would make things a lot more easier for you. Definitely do your own research also in terms of which universities you're looking at, because certain different counseling agencies will give different opinions. So in that regard, you have to do your own due diligence. But in terms of actually setting up the account and writing drafts and stuff, obviously you'll have to go through it. But yeah, definitely going through an agency is what I would suggest.